I'd just like to warn you guys, do not trust Paul Golding, do not trust Andrew Edge.
Mate, we have high levels of discernment around here. We don't trust them two, so we don't need your message telling us not to trust them. We already don't trust them two characters. We've had a run-in with Mr. Edge in the past and we've put him in his place. We called him out and he backed down as soon as he learned that we're not afraid of physical duels around here, and we're not wimpy folks who get bullied by the likes of Mr. Safa and Mr. Edge. As for Mr. Golding, he's a grifter, we all know this, right? He's achieved absolutely nothing in his career. Over the last 10 years, he's achieved nothing apart from enriching himself through publicity stunts. His latest grift is turning up at hotels housing migrants with a camera crew in tow. He's had a couple of skivvies arrested, so he's ruined their lives.
Two of our activists have been arrested. The reason being, we went to a migrant hotel in Coventry and one of the chefs came out and was super aggressive. But we obviously kept our cool and we left the building and we went to the next hotel. The police were waiting for us.
And the mainstream media has reported on his antics. They've reported on it as him targeting migrant hotels and migrants. So obviously, naturally, that's led to a groundswell of public opinion against Mr. Golding and his actions, and an increased level of public sympathy for the migrant crossers. So he scored an own goal here. He's not the brightest, is he? He's not the sharpest tool in the box. On top of all this, there's more security that will be put into place now. There's going to be more barriers and fences around these hotels. What does that all mean for us? It means it's going to cost the taxpayers even more money. Moving on to the main course, in our recent review of Britain First's camping weekend, we observed Mr. Edge was not present. We were the only ones making that observation. It's now been made apparent why he was not in attendance. Mr. Edge and Mr. Golding have fallen out. Mr. Golding is accusing Mr. Edge of working with, wait for it, I hope you're sitting down, hope not hate. Yep, that's what's going on. He's been accused of working with Hope Not Hate to set up Mr. Golding, and Ashlea Simon has accused him of working with Hope Not Hate to target her and her kid.
Hello?
Andy, it's Paul.
Hello?
Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, man.
Alright, yeah, I'm just letting you know that I can't make tonight. Two of our activists just been arrested in Coventry. So I'll probably come up on Monday. Are you around on Monday?
No worries. I'm here anyway. I think they want me to do next Friday. I'm London again. They want to send me to Dover, hoping that you're there and all that, and with camera on me more than anybody. You know what I'm on about, don't you? Matthew. I'm not folks. I've met him as well. I've been in the hotel in London, mate.
Tavistock Square or somewhere, yeah. Russell Square.
A woman from the Home Office has been there.
What, and they want you to set me up?
Yeah, proper. They're going to pay me 20-30 grand now. I'll show you the contract. I've got it here, mate.
Listen.
Then, I even know the whole story. They're then going to go on to your missus.
Yeah.
About the boy. They've already bitten.
A few weeks ago, I was out of the blue. I got a phone call from social services saying they had an anonymous report that my son was in danger of being radicalised for being far right, for his parents' involvement in the political movement Britain First. And as you can imagine, I was just dumbfounded at this accusation. And since then, an assessment has been going on to see if my son is at risk of radicalisation. Since listening to this recording that has come to light of Andrew Edge, it's now 100% apparent that Andrew Edge has been working with Hope Not Hate to target me and my child, to get my son removed from my political beliefs.
These are naturally very serious allegations. Mr. Edge is a loose associate of Mr. Robinson, so Mr. Robinson may well be feeling a tad hot under the collar in a boozer in Spain. We're going to await for Mr. Edge's response on whether he's a Hope Not Hate operative, and we want him to respond to other allegations levelled against him by a certain Mr. David Bond. In the meantime, we're asking Mr. Golding to furnish us with a much needed response to the allegations that he bashed Jada Franson and the grooming allegations within Britain First made by Mr. Bond, a former inside man. Britain First appears to be a cesspit of corruption, inadequacy, incompetency and grifting. Absolute grifting. We request the leadership to disband this little outfit so a new movement can arise and actually benefit the working class rather than benefiting Mr. Golding's bank account.
Hi fellas, some of you guys might remember me. I was Britain's first Crusader man. It was my idea, touches with the law. But whatever you do not trust Paul Golding, do not trust Andrew Edge. As soon as they see a good looking girl, Andrew Edge is an absolute pervert. Jada Franson, who's, I think I've got a number somewhere on my phone, and she confirmed the fake Christians. He drives around in his gunmetal Land Rover, impressing all the girls, promising support, promising them loyalty, promising they'll be the next Mrs. Golding, and it's a pile of shite. They've groomed the worst groomers than half of those Muzz people. That's the fact of the matter. They treat them all like pieces of meat and use and abuse them.